Some say it's just a story. Others claim they've seen it with their own eyes. Welcome to Beyond Myth, where the unknown becomes unforgettable. From shadowy creatures and haunted highways to ancient legends and modern mysteries, we dig deeper than the headlines and go beyond the myth. November 5th, 1975. A quiet forest in northeastern Arizona. 7 loggers finish a long day of work, unaware their lives are about to change forever. Within minutes, one man would vanish. No body, no struggle, no explanation. 5 days later, he returned, claiming he had been taken by something not from this world. This is the story of the most famous alien abduction case in history, the case of Travis Walton. The crew had been working in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest near Snowflake, Arizona. It was after sunset when they piled into their truck to head home. Then they saw it, a bright golden light pulsing through the trees. Curious and uneasy, they drove closer. Hovering just above the ground was a disc-shaped craft. Silent, motionless, impossible. Against the terrified shouts of his coworkers, 22-year-old Travis Walton stepped out of the truck. He walked toward the object. Then it happened. A beam of blue-green light shot from the craft, striking Travis. His body lifted backward and slammed to the ground. Believing their friend had just been killed, the crew panicked and sped away. But moments later, guilt overtook fear. They turned around, returned to the site. Travis was gone. No body, no blood, no sign he had ever been there. Authorities assumed the worst. 6 men returned from the woods, 1 missing. Police suspected murder. Search teams combed the forest for days using dogs and helicopters. Nothing. No footprints, no clothing, no evidence. Meanwhile, the crew stuck to their unbelievable story. A UFO took him. Investigators pressured them relentlessly. Lie detector tests were administered, most passed. Still, many believed they were covering up a crime. Then, after 5 days and 6 hours, a call came from a phone booth in a nearby town. It was Travis Walton, alive, disoriented, terrified. Travis said he had just awakened on a cold roadside. He didn't remember where he had been. He believed only a few hours had passed. In reality, 5 days were gone. When reunited with his family, he was weak, dehydrated, and shaken. Doctors could find no injuries explaining his disappearance. But the true shock came when he began describing what he remembered. Travis claimed he woke up in what he thought was a hospital room. But the doctors weren't human. Short, bald beings with large eyes surrounded him. Panicked, he fought them. He said they placed a mask over his face, and everything went black. Later recollections included being guided through the craft by a human-looking figure in a helmet and blue suit, as if shielding him from the alien beings. He remembered bright lights, metal walls, an overwhelming sense of fear. Then nothing, until waking back on Earth. To this day, he maintains the encounter was real. The story exploded worldwide. Tabloids, television, UFO investigators, everyone wanted answers. Travis eventually wrote a book describing the experience. Years later, it became the film, Fire in the Sky. The case became one of the most famous alleged alien abductions ever recorded. Some saw it as proof extraterrestrials were visiting Earth, others saw a carefully staged hoax. Critics point to several suspicious details. Inconsistent polygraph results, possible financial motives. The crew had a logging contract deadline they were failing to meet. Media payments for their story. Many investigators concluded the incident was fabricated. Some UFO researchers themselves consider the case a hoax. Yet one fact remains difficult to explain. 6 witnesses told nearly identical stories for decades. No one confessed. No physical evidence ever surfaced. Multiple witnesses saw the craft, and Travis showed signs of trauma after returning. He has maintained the same story for nearly 50 years. No physical proof exists. Human memory is unreliable. Fame and money were possible incentives. So what really happened in those woods? Alien encounter? Psychological event? Or one of the most elaborate hoaxes ever carried out? Nearly half a century later, the mystery remains unsolved. Travis Walton still insists he was taken. Authorities never charged anyone with a crime, and the forest keeps its secrets. Some believe the truth is out there, watching, waiting, and perhaps returning. Because if one man could be taken, anyone could. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button. Subscribe for more mysteries that live beyond explanation, and tell me in the comments, do you believe Travis Walton or not? Because the truth might be closer than you think. Thanks for watching.